Today we're going to be talking about Screencastify. It is a screen recording tool that you can use in both synchronous and asynchronous learning. And we're going to be going over some of the features, how to install it, and how to use the editing function. To create a Screencastify account, go to screencastify.com, add the Screencastify extension to your Chrome browser, and then you're all set. You can email me to get added to the district list. When you have it installed, you'll see it in the extension bar up top. You might need to click on the little puzzle piece to show the extension. It may ask you to approve your camera and your microphone. Please do that just in case you need it. You will likely need at least your microphone, even if you don't plan on using your webcam. If it's not pinned to the top, you can click on that puzzle piece and you can pin your Screencastify right to your extensions bar. When you click it, you'll sign in and you'll be ready to go. When you're ready to record, you click the Screencastify icon. You can choose between recording just your browser tab, your whole device, or your webcam only. I prefer to keep it on the desktop mode. When you click Show More Options, you'll see a few other options here like Countdown Timer and Show Drawing Tools. Just be aware that some tabs won't allow you to use the drawing tools on them for security reasons. So let's go ahead and start a recording. I'm going to check my options and click Record. I'll pick the desktop screen I want. I have two screens attached right now. There's a little countdown timer. You'll see a indication that you are sharing your screen. On a Chromebook, you'll see it in a different spot. You just can close that. On the side here, you'll see your drawing tools. You can move those around by clicking that three lines on the left. There's a pen. You can change the color. You can erase. There's square, rectangle drawer. It's a pretty rudimentary system, but you have some options here. You have some fun stickers as well. When you're ready to end your video, you can either click the icon and click the stop button there. You can also restart it or throw it right in the trash, or you can click the stop button there. When we do stop it, it automatically brings it into the quick edit screen. Here you can see a preview of your video. You can turn on the sound. The first thing you should do though is you want to change the name of your project to something that you'll remember and won't get lost as 100 different untitled videos. You can also use the quick editor to change the start and end time just by using those little scissors on the side. You can trim a little bit off the front and the back. It's a pretty easy way to remove some of the things you don't need. Once you're done, you can save that. On the side, you'll see a way you can copy a shareable link. You can change the permissions to make it private or to anyone with the link. You can also share it directly through Gmail. You can create a QR code or put it directly on your Google Classroom. You can also connect it to other apps you may have, like Remind. A new feature Screencastify has is interactive questions. This works just like an Edpuzzle. You'll sign into your Google account, and you can add questions throughout the video, just like you would for an Edpuzzle. You can create questions just like you would in Google Forms. You can start by choosing where you want your question to be. You can type your question in, your answers, and then you just click the little check button in order to choose your correct answer. and click Save. When you're finished, you can go to the top left and return back to your editing screen. Lastly, here you can export your video as an MP4 or a GIF or something like that, or you can save it directly to your Google Drive. These are pretty convenient features, especially if you wanted to do a short video and make a GIF or use a different video editor. If you open the editor, you'll see a lot more intricate editing tools that will allow you to make a much more professional video. It takes a few seconds to upload the video to the editor, but once it's there, you should see a tutorial on how to use the new editor functionality. I recommend you watch this tutorial, but I'm going to give you a few pointers right off the bat here. Here you'll see the audio on the bottom of your timeline there, as well as the video. You can do small edits in both of those, and I'll show you how to do that. You can also enlarge your timeline, so you can make intricate edits from second to second, or you can make it smaller to make more larger edits throughout. Especially if you have a small video, that should be fine. If you click Add Media, you can add a title screen or pictures from your drive or from your desktop. And then if you choose a spot on your timeline, you can make individual edits at different spots. So I can scroll throughout the timeline there. I can push play to view my video and see how it's looking. But once I find a spot, I can go ahead and edit. So this is a cut feature. This will allow me to just remove certain parts of the video that I want to remove. I just put one cut in the part that I want the video to stop running. And then I can do another cut where I want it to end, and then I just click on that and push the backspace or delete or the little trash can. Or I can just move it around if I want to move it to the end or to the beginning of my video. It's right there. I just went ahead and deleted it, and now it's a pretty smooth transition from the first part of the video to the second part of the video. Just be careful with your cuts to make sure it doesn't look strange. Another thing you can do is crop your video, and cropping will allow you to just show part of a screen. So I'm going to go ahead and crop just that area there, and now just that area is shown. Now you'll see that the part that I cut is not cropped, so that part on the end there is not cropped, only the beginning part. So if you want to just crop one part of your screen or just for a brief amount of time, you can cut those sections, crop that section that you cut, and then go ahead and leave the other section just as you had before. I'm going to go ahead and cut and crop just one section here, just to show you how you can highlight some information here. So I'm just going to crop just this video for everyone little button here. Click done, and now it's cropped. So if I play this here, when it gets to that section, it's going to just show the area that I want to show. That's just a small example of how to use the crop function. The next tool I want to show you is the zoom function. If I choose an area I want to zoom in on, I can click zoom and I can make the screen just the perfect size there. If, instead of cropping, I'm just going to zoom into this video for everyone section. I'm going to zoom. I can change some values there. When I'm done, I click done. And now when I play this area here, you'll see that it will zoom in on that video for everyone area, and when the time is up, it will zoom back out. I can change the duration just by clicking on those dots on the side of that little magnifying glass area, or I can change the size of the zoom there too. Another tool that you have is the text tool. This will just allow you to put a text box onto any of your slides at any point. You can change some color or how bold or the size with that text button on the side. You can change your the text box color or the font color. And in the same way as the zoom, you can put that in anywhere you want, or you can change the duration of it just by dragging those sides out. The last tool I'll show you today is the blur function. This will be good if you have any pictures of your class in these videos and you need to blur any faces that don't have their picture release. You just click blur, you move to where you want it to be, and you can change how intense the blur is. You can make it pretty much fully disappear with high, or you can make it visible with the lower section. You can choose how you want to do there. You can also blur question answers until you're ready to show them, or anything else that you choose. In the same way, you can place that where you want it, and you can change the duration just by dragging the sides like we did for everything else. That pretty much does it for Screencastify Editor. When you're done, you can click Export and export it as an MP4 or return it back to Screencastify in the original editor that you have. This is a really powerful tool and I highly recommend using it. I hope this helped, and please feel free to ask me if you have any questions. Let me know if you like it. Have a great day.